This video is brought to you by BT-22.
What's up guys, Cardog here, and today I'm here with another Digimon deck profile. Today we'll be going over the BT-22 Omnimon deck. So the deck is very different from what it was in BT-17. There are some old cards in it, but most of it is new, and a lot of it is like more Cybersuit based now. So starting off, we're running 4 copies of the Omnimon. Omnimon is whenever any of your Digimon with unidentified or CS trait are played, you can draw one. So it's just a stonks because it is a CS heavy deck now, and you'll be able to do some draws just by playing Digimon, so it's nice. Alright, so moving on to the main deck, we're running 4 copies of the new Omnimon. It's very, very strong. It's got blocker, decode black-red, and decode blue-yellow. And then on attack and on play, you'll be able to delete one of one's Digimon with the lowest DP. And then on evolution, for every 2 same level cards in this card source, you can return one opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck, and then this Digimon may attack. So overall, a really strong ability, and he's just a menace to have on the board. So it's really nice. He's your main win con just because you'll be able to get your Wargreymon and Metalgarumon's inherits, which are really, really strong as well. So it's just a good boss monster to have on the board. We're also running 2 copies of Omnimon Ace. So Omnimon Ace is from BT-17. This is like one of the few old cards we're running. So its ability is Raid and Blocker, and then if you are DNA Digivolving, you can choose from your opponent's Digimon and return that and all Digimon with the same level to the bottom of the deck, and then you can delete one of the Digimon. So it's just good removal, and since it is an Ace card, your opponent will have to find a way to play around it if you have a Wargreymon or Metalgarurumon on the board. So it's just good. And then we're running 1 copy of the Alter S. So Alter S is if you're DNA Digivolving, your opponent's effects do not affect this Digimon for the turn, and then you can delete all of their Digimon with the highest level. And then at the end of attack, you can play a Greymon or a Garurumon. Sorry, a Greymon and a Garurumon from this card source without paying its cost, and then place this Digimon as the top of the security card. So you'll be able to reuse those for another Digivolution. So pretty good. Really want to copy just because the deck position is actually kind of tight in this deck, so I opted to run him at 1. And you'll be able to search for it as well, so it's fine. And if you want to run Omnimon X, you can, but all my Omnimon X's are in different decks, so I'm opting up just to play like this, but it's all honestly up to you guys. Next, for level 6s, we're running 4 copies of the new Wargreymon. This guy is so strong. His ability is, if you have a Nokia, one of your Digimon, or one of your Agumon, sorry, can Digivolve in this for 6 costs, ignoring its evolution requirements. And then on evolution, you can activate one of the following abilities. You can have one of your Gabumon Digivolve into a Metalgarurumon, or ignoring its evolution requirements, or you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. And then inherit lets you trash your opponent's top security if you are attacking as an Omnimon. So pretty good. Running 1 copy of the BT-17 Wargreymon just so we have an extra Wargreymon to run. This one can't warp onto an Agumon, but you can help a Gabumon warp into a Metalgarurumon, and you can hard cast this for 3 costs less if you do have a tie on the board. So running 1 copy of this, and we're also running 4 copies of the Metalgarurumon. So Metalgarurumon does pretty much the same thing, except the opposite. And instead of deleting, you can return one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level to the hand. And inherit lets you unsuspend instead of trash. So pretty good regardless, because you'll be able to get an extra attack in. And then we're also running 1 copy of the Metalgarurumon from BT-17, just to round things off and have a nice balance between the 2. Now moving all the way down to level 3s, we're running 4 copies of the ST-20 Agumon, mainly because this Agumon can help you warp. And it's actually black, so it can digivolve into the Omnimon. And also has a reboot, which doesn't really matter, but it is nice to have. So we're running 4 copies of the Agumon from ST20, running 4 Agumons from BT-22. This one is a really strong Agumon for the deck because you can return a Greymon or Garurumon or Omnimon from your trash to your hand. And the inherent ability lets you DNA Digivolve, so it's good. And then same with the Gabumon. So Gabumon on play lets you look at the top 3, and you can add a Omnimon text card as well as a CS trait card. So you'll be able to search for most of the deck. Now moving on to Tamers, actually running so many Tamers in this deck because it's a very, very Tamer heavy deck. We're running 4 copies of Nokia. So Nokia is the new SR Tamer for the deck. It's a memory setter, and at the start of main phase and on play, if you have 1 or fewer Digimon, you can play Agumon or Gabumon from your hand without paying its cost. So it's pretty strong, just to help build up your line. And you can kind of use the Agumon to fetch back combo pieces that you've already used, or if you don't have the combo pieces yet, you can use it to grab the Gabumon. This is pretty stonks. We're actually running 2 copies of the old Nokia. This card's actually not super necessary, but I am running it because your new Wargreymon and Little Garurumon do require you to have Nokia in order for you to get a reduced cost. So if you don't have this for some reason, being able to get this Nokia out does actually help out quite a bit. So we're running 2 for that reason. And we're also actually running 2 of the BT-17 Tai and Matt. These ones also help you gain memory, so it helps you extend your turn a little bit. And the end of turn ability lets your Omnimon attack, which you'll be able to do with your the new one already. But in case you get an old Digivolve into an Alter S or a Omnimon Ace, you'll still be able to do it. So it does come in handy a little bit. So we're running 2 copies of those. And then we're also running 4 copies of Yugo. Yugo's another searcher. As you look at the top 3, add a card with CS trait, and return the rest of the bottom. And then on your turn, whenever any of your Digimon or Tamers with CS trait will be played, by returning this Tamer to the bottom of the deck, you can reduce the cost by 2, which is really good. So it's a searcher and a cost reduction. So this is like a pseudo memory boost. So it's pretty nice. And then we're running 3 copies of the Mide. Mide is here to help you cheat out your Nokia. So she's pretty good for that. And it also helps you filter your hand a little bit. So on play, you can trash a card with Holy Beast, Angel, Fallen Angel, or CS trait to draw 2. So you can kind of trash your Wargreymons if you need to. Because you can Wargreymon and Metal Garurumons, because you can retrieve them afterwards. So she's pretty handy. And then for the options, we're running 3 copies of the Kuremi Detective Agency. This is actually a memory boost. So if you have a CS trait or a Digimon on the board, you'll be able to look at top 3. You can ignore the memory the requirements, and then the main ability is look at top 3, add a CS trait from among them, and then put the rest at the bottom. And then the delay is gain 2 memory. So it's basically delay for CS cards. Which is not the whole deck, but it's most of them. And unlike memory boost, this can actually help you grab Tamers, because it's just requires you to grab a CS trait card. So it's in a way better than a memory boost. So running 3 copies of those, and we're also running 3 copies of the Miraculous Ultimate Knight. This ability is you can play Agumon or Gabumon from your hand or trash without paying its cost, so it can help reuse your Agumon and Gabumons, because those are kind of precious. And then on all turns, the delay is whenever one of your level 6 Greymon or Garurumon in its name would leave the battle area, other than by battle, you can delay to have it Digivolve, DNA Digivolve into a Omnimon. So very, very strong ability. And the security effect is you can play a card with Tie or Mat in your hand or trash with a planet's cost, and then you can add this to your hand. So the deck's pretty straightforward. There's a lot of cards that you can opt not to run if you don't want to. Like these ones, I see a lot of people not running, but I do feel like they come in handy. And also the Nokias. But I've had games where I couldn't find the 5-cost Nokias for some reason, and I'm running 2 just to help me out a little bit. And it does help reduce the memory cost for your evolutions, because evolving for 6 is pretty expensive, so being able to lower it is nice. So that's pretty much for this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to build this deck of your own, feel free to go BT-22 and enter the coupon code CARDODECK0725 for 3% off on checkout above, for orders above 13 USD. But that's pretty much it for this deck. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Deck is fun. I love this. I love these flavorful gimmick decks. I know a lot of people don't like them, just because they are gimmicky, but they're pretty fun. They are pretty fun, and it's getting more and more consistent. And the art is just peak. So I'm happy whenever I play these decks. But yeah, this is Kartaku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.